Is Edmonton's housing market finally cooling down? After months of strong price growth and intense competition, June brought something we haven't seen in a while: more inventory, slightly softer pricing, and more choices for buyers. But before sellers start worrying and buyers start celebrating, the reality is a little more nuanced than that. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what happened in the Edmonton real estate market in June 2026, what the numbers actually mean, and what buyers, sellers, and investors should be paying attention to as we move into the second half of the year. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Guido Kamanzi, Realtor with Sterling Real Estate here in Edmonton, Alberta. Every month, I like to break down the latest market statistics and turn them into practical information you can actually use when making real estate decisions. The June numbers from the Realtors Association of Edmonton show some interesting shifts in the market. Inventory continues to rise, prices have softened slightly, and we're starting to see signs of a healthier and more balanced market compared to earlier this year. Let's take a closer look. Starting with prices. The average residential selling price across the Greater Edmonton area came in at approximately $484,000, while the median price was $453,000. Compared to May, the average price declined by about 1.6%, but it's still 4.1% higher than it was 1 year ago. So what does that mean? It means we're seeing a short-term cooling effect, but not a market downturn. Prices have eased a little from their recent highs, yet homeowners are still in a much stronger position than they were last year. One of the biggest stories this month is inventory. There were 4,475 new listings added to the market in June, helping push total inventory to 8,072 homes available for sale across the Greater Edmonton area. That's a significant increase in choices for buyers. At the same time, we saw 2,746 homes sold during the month. While sales activity remains healthy, inventory is growing faster than demand, which is gradually reducing some of the pressure we've experienced over the past year. Another number I always watch is months of inventory. Right now, we're sitting at 2.9 months of inventory. In simple terms, if no new homes came on the market, it would take just under 3 months to sell everything currently available. We're still technically in seller's market territory, but we're moving closer toward a balanced market. The MLS benchmark price, which many economists consider a more accurate measure of price movement because it tracks comparable homes, came in at $431,000. That's down 0.2% from last month and down 2.1% year over year. That tells us that while average prices remain elevated, the market overall is stabilizing. Let's quickly look at property types. Detached homes averaged $593,000. Semi-detached homes averaged $435,000. Townhouses averaged $303,000. And apartment condominiums averaged $219,000. We're also seeing homes take a little longer to sell. Across all residential property types, the average time on market increased to about 36 days compared to approximately 31 days last year. Again, another sign that the market is becoming more balanced. If you're a buyer, June brought some good news. For the first time in quite a while, you have more options. More inventory means you're less likely to feel pressured into making rushed decisions. You're also less likely to find yourself competing against multiple offers on every property you look at. In many situations, buyers are gaining a little more negotiating power. That doesn't mean every seller is suddenly discounting their property, but conditions are becoming more favorable for buyers than they were earlier in the year. My advice? Take advantage of the increased selection, but don't assume you'll have unlimited time. If interest rates improve later this year, buyer demand could increase quickly, and that could put upward pressure on prices again. For sellers, the market is still healthy, but strategy matters more today than it did 6 months ago. When inventory was extremely low, almost any reasonably priced home would attract attention. Today, buyers have choices. That means pricing your property correctly is critical. Overpricing and hoping the market catches up can lead to longer days on market and price reductions later. Presentation is also becoming more important. Professional photos, proper staging, strong marketing, and making your home stand out are no longer optional if you want top dollar. The good news is that prices remain higher than they were last year and well-prepared homes are still selling successfully. For investors, rising inventory often creates opportunities. More listings mean more chances to find properties that fit your investment goals. One reason I'm still optimistic about Edmonton long term is that our fundamentals remain very strong. We continue to see population growth. We remain one of the most affordable major cities in Canada, and compared to markets like Vancouver or Toronto, Edmonton still offers relatively attractive entry prices and rental opportunities. For investors with a long-term horizon, this more balanced environment can create opportunities that were difficult to find during the highly competitive periods we've experienced recently. So, what should we expect for the rest of summer and into fall? I don't expect dramatic changes either way. What I do expect is continued movement toward a healthier balance between buyers and sellers. The key indicators I'll be watching are inventory levels, monthly sales volume, benchmark price trends, interest rate decisions. If inventory continues rising while sales remain steady, buyers could gain even more leverage. If borrowing costs improve and demand picks up, we could see prices stabilize or even move higher again. For now, the market appears to be transitioning from an extremely competitive environment toward a more balanced one, and that's generally good news for everyone. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Edmonton real estate, and you'd like advice specific to your situation, I'd be happy to help. My name is Guido Kamanzi, and I'm a realtor with Sterling Real Estate here in Edmonton. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, downsizing, or building your investment portfolio, feel free to reach out. You can send me an email at info@guidokamanzi.com or visit my website at guidokamanzi.com. And if you found this market update helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future Edmonton real estate updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.